Hi, for my social skills lesson, I developed a What's Your Address video, individualized for the student, and I also developed an individualized workbook, What's Your Address workbook. And the workbook consists of 5 groups, there's 5 different children in the workbook that are identified, and there are 4 prompts that go with each child. The 5th child is actually the student in this case. For example, the first prompt for the first child, this child is Tim, and the overall theme of the skills lesson is that you live in a house with a number on a street in a town. All right, and you'll see how these work as we go through it. I just wanted to show you the visual prompt. So that's visual prompt 1. Visual prompt 2 shows Tim again, but gives his house number, 305, his street name, Pine Street, Hopeville. Then visual prompt 3, which I don't know if it's a prompt or more of just a review, allows you to put in the address in the town, and these are color-coded. The address is red, street is blue, town is yellow, and these boxes are each outlined. I don't know if you can see it that way too. And then what happens is, for the student, is I have a cover sheet. This is visual prompt 4, and this is a essential part of it, is when we ask the student to repeat the address, we'll cover this sheet here that has the actual address with one that has no words on it. And hopefully through that, through seeing the house with a number, street, town, the student can identify the address. So I just wanted to show you those because you can't see it in the video, so I cover this address sheet with this that does not have the addresses on it. Okay? All right, thanks. Hey Greta, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Greta, what are we working for today? We're going to work for...
Chocolate chip cookie.
Right, and we're just going to call it chip cookie today. All right? Hey, can you do this? Ask me, what's your address?
What's your address?
Good. My address is 207 Beach Street. Okay? So today we're going to talk about why it's important to learn your address, and we're going to work on that. If you, here you are, right, are out somewhere. Here you are. Good. And let's get the fireman out here. And the policeman comes up. Maybe you're lost, right? And the policeman's going to ask you, what's your address? And it's good for you to know what your address is, so the policeman can help you get home, because your address tells the policeman where you live. Okay? Now say you're at home. Here you are. Do you want to put yourself in the house? Good. Now let's say, we would never want this to happen, but let's say your house is catching on fire, right? Which we don't want to happen, but it's on fire. And you need to call. Who do you call? Bless you, Greta.
Hey.
Who do you call when your house is on fire?
A fireman?
A fireman,
Or
right. Well, that fireman needs to know where your house is, right? So you're going to tell the fireman your address, okay? All right, now we're going to watch a video about addresses, okay? Would you like that? What's your address? This is Tim. Tim lives in a house with a number on a street in a town. What's Tim's address? Tim's address is 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. What's your address? This is Morgan. Morgan lives in a house with a number on a street in a town. What's Morgan's address? Morgan's address is 607 2nd Street, Springdale, What's your address? This is Pete. Pete lives in a house with a number, on a street, in a town. What's Pete's address? Pete's address is 15 3rd Avenue, Portage. What's your address? This is Erica. Erica lives in a house with a number, on a street, in a town. What's Erica's address? Erica's address is 1014 Hickory Drive, Ferndale. What's your address? This is you. You live in a house with a number, on a street, in a town. What's your address? Your address is 403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg. What's your address? All right, Greta, so did you like that movie?
Yes.
Good. And we met some people in that movie, and we learned their address, right? One of those people was Tim. And if you can touch these as I touch them, please. Tim lives in a house with a
Number.
that's on a street and is in a
Town.
town. Correct, okay? So Tim lives in a house with a
Number.
that's on a
Street.
and is in a
Town.
excellent, right. And if we look this way, we'll move this over so the camera can see it the best we can. I guess like this, that's about the best we're going to get. Tim's address is, touch this book, 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. Can you say that with me? 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. Yes. So, Tim's address is 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. Okay, Greta, can you do that by yourself? Tim's address is
305 Pine Street, Hopeville.
good. That's excellent. Now, I would like you to pick one letter of your what we're working for here. Excellent, good. Now, can you take and copy Tim's address into the block? So we have the red goes in the red, 305. Good. Blue to the blue. Excellent. And yellow, the town. Good job, Greta. Great. So Tim's address is 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. That's excellent. Would you like to erase that, please? Good. Super, super. You can turn the page. All right, the next person we met in the video, her name was Morgan. And Morgan lives in a house with a?
Number.
Good. On a?
Street.
In a?
Town.
Good. So, Morgan lives in a house with a?
Number.
On a?
Street.
In a?
Town.
Good. Excellent. That's fantastic. If we turn our page here, Morgan's address is, point look with me, 607 2nd Street, Springdale. Good. So Morgan's address is 607 2nd Street, Springdale. Excellent. So Morgan's address is 607 2nd Street, Springdale.
Springdale.
Yes, that's excellent, Greta. Would you like to pick a reward for me? Good. All right, Greta. And could you please, we're going to copy Morgan's address into the red box. house with a number. On a street. In a. Excellent. Good work. Well, yeah, okay, that's all right. Spring. Good, fantastic, great. A house with a number. On a street. In a.
town.
Good, that's fantastic. Would you like to erase that for me, please? Good. Greta, the next person we met in the video, his name was Pete. And will you touch look for me, please? Pete lives in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Good. So Pete lives in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Good. Very good. If we turn the page, would you like to turn the page, please? Good. Excellent. All right. So Pete's address is, touch look for me, 15
5.
3rd Avenue,
3rd Avenue.
Portage. Okay. Pete's address is,
15 3rd Avenue. Portage.
good. Greta, what is Pete's address? Touch the house for me.
15
Good. Touch the street.
3rd Avenue.
Excellent.
Portage.
Portage. That's fantastic. Would you like to pick another letter of your reward for me, please? Great. Greta, over here, we're going to take our marker and we're going to put in the red box, right? House.
The number.
Good. A street with a. Good. Good. And in a town. Fantastic. Called Portage. Okay? Wow, you are doing so well. Go ahead and erase that for me. Good. Would you like to turn the page?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. The next person we learned in our video, Greta, was Erica, right? And Erica lives in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Good, super. So Erica lives in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Fantastic. Can you turn the page for me? All right, great. Erica's address is 1014.
Hickory Drive, Ferndale.
Good. Erica's address is
1014 Hickory Drive, Ferndale.
That's excellent. 1014 Hickory Drive, Ferndale. What's Erica's address?
1014 Hickory Drive,
Ferndale. That's fantastic, Greta. Would you like to pick another letter, please, before we write that down? Great. All right, we're getting close, right? All right. Will you write in the address? A house with a number. On a street. Good. In a town. Good. That's excellent. So Erica's address is 1014 Hickory Drive, Ferndale. Fantastic. All right. Now, do you remember in the video who's next?
Me?
Yes, it's you, Greta. All right. Greta, you live in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Excellent. So you live in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
Good. So Greta, you live in a house with a.
Number.
On a.
Street.
In a.
Town.
That's fantastic. Go ahead, turn the page for me. Good. Greta, your address is 403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg. Good. Your address is 403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg. That's fantastic. So if we cover that up, Greta, your address is
403 Hemlock Street,
Hollidaysburg. That's fantastic. Wonderful. Would you pick another letter for your reward? Good. And Greta, will you now write your address in here? 403. Good. Very good. Greta, so your address is 403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg. Good. Go ahead and erase that. Now, did we get your letter for your reward
Yes.
over there? All right, good. All right, Greta. Now we're going to watch our video again, and we're going to ask you some questions while you watch it, okay? Good. Ready?
Mhm.
What's your address?
Broken.
This is Tim. Tim lives in a house with a number on a street in a town. What's Tim's address? Tim's address is 305 Pine Street, Hopeville. What's your address?
Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Great job. Can you grab a letter for our reward? Good. We're getting close to that chip cookie. Can I have a chip cookie too? Great. All right. You ready?
This is Morgan. Morgan lives in a house with a number on a street in a town. What's Morgan's address? Morgan's address is 607 2nd Street, Springdale. What's your address?
Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Fantastic. Can you find another letter for your reward? Good. All right.
This is Pete. Pete lives in a house with a number on a street in a
In
town.
town.
What's Pete's address? Pete's address is 15
3rd
Avenue, Portage. What's your address?
Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Fantastic. Can you grab another letter? Good. All right. Do you remember who's next?
Me?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Erica.
Erica.
This is Erica. Erica lives in a house with a number
On
on a street
in a
in a town. What's Erica's address? Erica's address is 1014 Hickory Drive, Ferndale. What's your address?
Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Good. Very good. Fantastic. We're getting close, aren't we? Mm-hmm. All right.
This is you. You live in a house with a number on a street in a town.
Mm-hmm.
What's your address?
Greta.
Your address is
Oh, they're going to tell us here first.
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Right.
What's your address?
Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Excellent. Can you finish off for your cookie? Good. Super job. Excellent job.
Hi, Greta. I'd like to send you something in the mail. Can you tell me your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Thank you.
Greta, what's your address? 403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Okay, Greta, I am going to call you right now. Okay. All right, here we go. So, what's that number? 935. Oopsie. Okay. And you and I are going to have a phone conversation. And at some point in time, I'm going to ask you something. And we're going to see if you can answer. Okay. Go ahead and answer. Okay. Can you hear me, Greta?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to walk out here. Can you talk for me?
Yes.
There you are. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Greta, what's your address?
403 Hemlock Street, Hollidaysburg.
Very good. All right, you did a great job on that. That was a super job.
Hang up.
Hang up.